and a very warm welcome to your all-time favorite show. This is Cozy Homes. I am your host, Kezia Kamande. Today, our real estate feature brings us all the way to the coastal region, Mombasa, and we are here to see the budget homes as presented by the Kenya project Budget Homes. Karibuni. So we are at Mtwapa Creek Estate, and I'm joined by Grace, who is going to take us through the project and show us what they have. Hi Grace, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Karibu sana.
So we're here to see this amazing project. So first of all, kindly, we can start with your introduction.
My name is Grace Katimo. I'm the projects controller at Kenya Projects Budget Homes. We are real estate developers in Mombasa and Nairobi, specializing in budget homes.
Talking Kenya projects, can you tell us something about the company and what it does specifically?
We are real estate developers. We specialize in budget homes. We started our budget homes projects late 2014, and so far we have been able to develop about 12 projects. Some are still ongoing, both in Mombasa and now in Ruiru.
I'm very sure that most of the people do not understand this concept. So kindly tell us, what does it constitute? Why budget homes? What is budget homes?
Our main target is the middle class.
Okay.
These are people who are budget conscious. So that is our target market. Okay. Thus budget homes, right? Our prices are really pocket friendly. So most people are actually able to afford a home, because that is our main goal, to enable the middle class to be able to own a home.
As a real estate developer, how do you do this? How are you able to deliver?
Basically, what we do, we offer these houses off plan.
Okay.
What I mean by that is that we get a piece of land, we subdivide according to the plan, and then we offer this to the market.
Okay.
The interested Kenyans are able to deposit 50% of the total investment. For example, our typical two-bedroom machinate goes for 1.5 million Kenya shillings. So once we introduce this new area to the market, like right now we have Serena Shanzu, which is a new project. We are offering these units at 1.8 million offer price. These are two-bedroom machinates. So what interested people are required to do is to raise 50% of the total investment of the 1.8. We get into agreement, and then we take a period of about 10 to 12 months to develop this place. Once the units are ready, then the people are able to pay the other half and move in.
So it's as easy as me getting my money,
Right.
invest in the land, and
Yes.
you develop it, and then as I pay, along the way.
Absolutely. We have several projects. Like in Mombasa, we have Mtwapa Creek, where we are, where we have some units from 1.5 to 2.4. Right? We have Moorings, Mtwapa, we have Serena Shanzu, as I have mentioned. We have Bamburi in Mombasa, right? So there we have 1.5, 2.5. The 1.5 two-bedroom machinate is the one we say without a car park. You don't have your own car park, you have common car park. Then we have the 2.5 two-bedroom, where you have your own car park. It's a much bigger house. You also have a garden at the back, and there is also a provision to modify that house. How we are able to do these units at a really affordable price, one of the factors is that we offer a basic finishing. We do red oxide on the floor. Right? We do not do tiles.
The typical flooring.
Yes. Basically, a client is able to do that later. The house has electricity connection, has water connection. You can just move in. You can put a carpet on the floor and start living.
How many projects do you have as of now?
In Mombasa, we have about 10 projects. Nairobi, we have 2. We have in Mtwapa, we have Mtwapa Creek Estate, we have Watermark Estate, we have Ivory Coast Estate and Royal Palms. In Shanzu, we have Crown Villas Shanzu. We also have Serena Road Villas, which have several courts. Court 2 has the 1.8 million houses. Court 1 has the 4 million two-bedroom machinates. which have a car park and a garden. Then we have moorings, in Mtwapa we have moorings, we have Bamburi, where we have 2 projects ongoing.
All right, so can you tell us about the mode of payments?
Okay, once they view and they are interested in the project that we have, they select a unit in the plan, and then they are required to deposit 50% of the total amount through our lawyer's account, of course, and then we get into agreement. So they get a sales agreement and the receipts for the 50% deposit, and then we get into agreement, and then we start the construction. Once we finish the unit, that's when they are required to pay the other half. Yes.
As a real estate developer, I'm very sure you're well versed with home owning and options that people have when they want to buy homes. So what advice would you give to people who are aspiring to actually invest in their own homes? Because this is a widely accepted thing in the market, just that people are paranoid about what they get and how they go looking for homes. What are the factors that people have to consider?
I think one thing that has worked for us is that people are able to trust us. If people are looking for just a trusted developer, someone who, you're buying off plan, it's not yet built. So some people may have reservations on that. How can I buy something I'm not seeing?
I can see.
Right. But if you can be able to trust your developer, then you can confidently be able to give that half, half of the total amount, and then wait for your unit to be completed. So basically I would tell people, just look for someone who you can trust, and you can trust us.
So in terms of value for what you invest in, because I'm very sure people are looking at the pricing versus what they get at the end of the day.
Right.
So what is that thing that people should look out for, in terms of value for their money?
Basically, on the high end, in the market, probably you've seen on the news that there is, the high end market really is stagnated. Yeah. But in the budget home sector, it's appreciating very fast. So I think getting a house at an affordable price, I think it's a smart idea. Of course, it will appreciate faster. And if it's a home for your family, well and good. If you want to maybe offload it later, then your bet is you make more money.
All right. So thank you so much, Grace,
You're
for the
welcome.
information. I'm very sure that this is really exciting to them. I know that people are interested in these projects, and I hope that you get occupants soon.
Karibu sana.
So that has been Grace from Mtwapa Creek Estate, and she's taken us through, budget homes as presented by the Kenya projects. We take a break right now. We'll be back where she'll be taking us around, and let's see just how affordable owning your own home could be. All the fittings are done by the client.
The client does the tiles and the woodwork. They do that for themselves.
We are already old. Get yourself a home and make yourself comfortable. Live today. If you keep in constant communication with them, they can always agree and see the payment from your point of view.
So welcome back to the show. This is Cozy Homes. I am your host, Kezia Kamande. We are still at Mtwapa Creek Estate, where Grace is going to take us around and show us one of their show houses. Karibuni. Okay, such a nice project you have here, Grace.
Thank you very much. Actually, this is where we started building.
Oh,
As you
okay.
can see, we started with the interlocking technology,
Okay.
but the market was not very receptive to that technology. So now we had to change to the normal conventional
construction
building materials. So that's what we are doing.
Okay.
We're building the traditional way. I'm going to show you one of the ready houses that goes for about 1.5 million.
Okay.
In Mombasa, Bamburi. It goes for 1.8 million in Ruiru. It's the 2-bedroom that we say without a car park. You do not have your own car park.
You have a common parking space.
Common parking space, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Karibu.
Thank you.
So basically you can see the client has been able to do the tiling work. Also some grills on the windows.
Okay.
Yeah. You you can see the sitting room for the 1.5 house is actually really spacious. It measures about 15 by 15 feet. You can see the house is ready for occupation. The client has already done the tiles. Right, the house is fitted with electricity and water, running water. You can see even the ceiling looks really beautiful. Has a fan there. This 1.5 house fetches 15,000 shillings per month here in Mtwapa, from 15 to 20,000. They have decided to do a kind of a separate kitchen. Yeah, most people prefer an open kitchen, like we have seen in other houses, but this particular client felt it's important to kind of partition
the
it.
kitchen and
yes, exactly. It still looks good. Yes, so this is the kitchen area. Has been fitted with the cabinets. You can see there is also running water. Yes.
Runs throughout the day?
It runs throughout the day.
That's good.
Yeah, from here let's look upstairs. Let's see the bedrooms. So this is the upstairs area of the 1.5 two-bedroom house. Straight on is the combined toilet and bathroom. This is the first bedroom and that's the second bedroom. I think we can check out the first bedroom.
Yeah, let's start with this.
This bedroom measures about 10 by 10 feet. So a bed of 6 by 6 can fit perfectly. And then you do the wardrobes and the maybe a bedside table. It's fitted with electricity, of course, has a fan. It gets a little bit hot here.
A basic need, I know.
Absolutely.
Complete with the sliding windows?
Sliding windows, yes. Let's look at the other bedroom. So this is the second bedroom. Also measures 10 by 10 feet.
Same size as that?
Yes, it does. It is. And then the client has been able to do a kind of a master bedroom here, fitted with a toilet and a bathroom, which is allowed. As we said, if you want an extra toilet, you top up 40,000 only, and then you can be fitted with a master bedroom.
So at least they can have their own space here, while the other person who is using the other can use the other washroom.
Absolutely. This is the combined toilet and bathroom. They have modified a little bit. They wanted that size of a window. They wanted those kind of tiles and that type of toilet. So they are able to modify their unit to be able to look as good
I love the way it brings in, enough lighting to the house.
Yeah,
it really looks good.
Yes, that is the 1.5 million house, the two-bedroom without a car park. I think now we can go and show you the two-bedroom with a car park and a garden, the 2.5 house. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's see this. Actually really quite huge.
Yes, it's a big project.
Yes. You said you have 170 units?
170 houses here.
Yes.
So here we have a few modifications here.
So actually here you're spoiled for choice, generally.
Absolutely.
Being a resident. You do whatever you want to do with your space.
Yes, you can be able to modify and get something that you will really like. Yes. We have about 15 units on this side and 15 units on this other side. So the estate has a total of 30 units. They are all the two bedrooms with a car park and a garden. Some people have been able to do the extension, the third bedroom extension, which I told you for that you top up of a total of 600,000 so that you can have a 3-bedroom with master and suite.
So this is going to be an estate on its own?
This is an estate
separate from the
Yes, this is Ivory Coast, yes.
So this is the 2-bedroom with the extension.
This
with
is
the
the
car park?
2-bedroom with a car park and a garden.
Okay.
You can see this one is extended.
Yeah.
This one is not.
Okay.
Yeah. So in front of your house is your car park. It measures about 15 by 15 feet. This is where you park your car. If you want, you can have this extension
Extended.
on top of the car park.
Okay.
So that you have a dark bedroom.
Another bedroom.
Yes,
Okay.
let's look inside.
All right.
So as you can see, this one is much more spacious. There will be an American kitchen here.
Okay.
An open kitchen, a garden at the back, and a 2-bedroom upstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
This is quite spacious.
This
you know,
is
you're
quite
spacious
workable
too.
for a family. They are more comfortable
Yeah.
in the 2.5 house also.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, sitting room, kitchen downstairs,
And then the bedrooms on top.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yes, let me show you the bedrooms.
All right. Oh, so this is what you were telling me. Like this is the way the house comes.
Yes.
It's actually ready for occupation, just that you have to do your own modification.
Absolutely. We do red oxide on the floor. Yes. Straight on is the combined toilet and the bathroom.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, spacious.
Yes. This is the first bedroom here. As you can see, it's quite spacious.
Yeah, compared to the other one, this is bigger.
Absolutely, absolutely. It measures about 12 by 14 feet.
Okay.
You can see the ceiling is also quite attractive.
Yeah, it's nice.
Let me show you the other bedroom.
Okay. Is this also a provisional ceiling, like the client can do whatever?
No, not really. They are standard ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Standard ceiling. As you can see, it's also quite spacious. In addition, it also has a balcony here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we've been able to improve our units in that now every unit has a balcony.
Oh,
Some in Ruiru have an attic room.
okay.
So as we proceed, we keep
You keep on improving on.
our products.
Okay.
So for those who maybe have big families,
Okay.
or they want maybe a little bit more space, they are allowed to take 2 units
Oh my God.
and combine.
This is
Yeah.
way too much space.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a lot of space.
Okay.
So you can combine 2 units, 2.5 plus 2.5.
Okay.
And then you can be able to redesign all this space.
And redo
you can
whatever
have all
you
this
want.
as a sitting room, maybe.
Okay.
Have a dining room, a kitchen.
And the kitchen
Or
here.
you can have half of that as a study room, as you please. Yes.
Oh my God, this is way too much space. You actually spoiled with space here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice.
So this is
very
going to
big
be
space.
2.5 plus 2.5
Plus 2.5,
Okay.
which is a total of 5 million. In Bamburi, in Ruiru is 2.7 plus 2.7.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
which is 5.4.
All
You
right.
get a lot of space. You have 2 parkings. You have 2 gardens.
You have everything in double.
Double.
Okay.
Let's look upstairs. So you can see there is a kind of a lobby here.
Okay.
I can even put a sofa here and maybe a TV.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to sit downstairs, you can sit
You can just
upstairs
relax up
too.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the bedrooms here. So all his bedrooms are really spacious. As you can see, this is one of the bedrooms.
Okay.
This can be used as the children's bedroom.
Oh, okay.
It's quite spacious and also big
With
windows.
expansive windows
Exactly.
for the view and the lighting. It's great.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the other bedroom here. I think also much bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
So I think this can be used as the second bedroom.
Yeah, the second bedroom. I know. Living in this house is like you're just
Yes.
spoiled for space.
Exactly.
You know. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see the others.
The other bedroom is right here. Which is actually the master and suite.
Okay.
As you can see, it's really spacious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they can be
actually
able
really
to
big.
do their wardrobes here or wherever they choose.
And the bed.
Yes. And then this is the toilet for the master.
Okay. With the professional ceiling and the lighting, it looks good.
Yes.
All right.
So this is pretty much how we hand over our house. Red oxide on the floor, has running water and electricity. The master also has a balcony here.
Oh.
It's really, really special.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can actually get to view the outer side.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
I'm Agatha Wanga. I'm a lecturer, both at Pwani University, based in Kilifi, and Cooperative University, Mombasa campus. I moved to Mombasa in 2013. I was working in a children's home as an administrator in academic welfare, based in Kikambala. And every time I used to come to Mutwapa, I could see the vehicle, and I inquired about it. Okay, I didn't bother so much. You know, I was those type of real estate for the rich, you know. I used to put that one for the rich. So I used to put myself aside. Then it happened that my sister also felt the same. She lives in Mombasa, and she asked me about it because I come this side. There's this housing project I can hear like this. We took an initiative of coming over. It was just bare land, a bush actually. And I told my sister, do you know what? I put my money in the bush, probably the only money I have in my savings. No. We met a lady called Grace. She was just seated on a chair, these normal plastic chairs, the ones we use in, just like that. You see those ones, if you're imagining my money. There's one thing I would like to say. In a lifetime, take a risk. And make sure that the risk that you take, it's worth being taken. That's exactly what we felt we should do. I thank God that the risk I took, it bore some fruit. She bought her house, I bought mine a month later, and there's a difference of 200,000. I just panicked out of that difference, and I said, I'm putting this 800. I don't know where I'll get the balance, but I said, with my head and my hands and my health and my goodwill and trust, in 1 year I'll get the balance. We used to come here, like after every 2 weeks we come here. Now we started seeing the first block, the second block. After like a year, there was a big difference on this field. Today, so many of our friends are those ones of how did you do it? Every end month, you take your 15,000 shillings or 20,000 shillings. This is what I want everybody to put at the back of their mind. You dip your hand into your pocket and you give somebody that 20 shillings. You can be sure you're putting a one-course brick in someone's house. Why don't you do that for yourself? What I like about them, they made the house affordable for every level of a person. Mambo ya kusema nangoja retire, where will you retire from? Nowadays, we don't grow old. If you wait for the time you'll grow old, we'll never grow old. And that's why we have old people in classes studying, old people going to work, old people, both are old and the young. We are already old. Get yourself a home and make yourself comfortable. Live today. Your plot umeka pahali, maybe you're waiting for it to appreciate. For how many years? 5. Will you be there? Live today. Chukua hiyo pesa, kuja hapa. By the time unalala, ulitumia pesa yako, niliishi ndani ya nyumba yangu. Okay? As much as other people now are living in it, you lived in your house and you got the share of what God had planned for you. Because things happen. Kuna saa zingine mwezi ni mbaya. Things happen, somebody fell sick at home, they wanted this, emergencies came up, and that time the landlord atakwambia hata mimi nina shida kwangu na ninategemea hiyo. Unaona? So it will save you a lot of life hassles in a way, and it will give you some peace. The more peaceful you are, remember, the more development you're going to achieve.
Jina langu ni Jane Wanjiru. Ninaishi mtaa wa Kongowea, Kisauni. Lakini sasa niko hapa Mtwapa. Nilipendelea kununua nyumba hapa Mtwapa ni kwa sababu Kenya Projects walileta project ambayo ilikuwa ni affordable kwa sisi wananchi wa kawaida. Nikaona ninunue, maana nilikuwa ninaweza kuafford na sasa nipumzike. Nimelipa rent miaka mingi sana. Ninaweza kuadvise wananchi wa chini kama mimi ya kwamba Kenya Projects wako na mradi ambao ni affordable kwa watu wa chini. Ni kwa sababu wanajenga nyumba nzuri, unaweza kuafford, unalipa down payment ya half the price of the property, alafu as they are building the property for you, sasa unaweza kutafuta hiyo balance nyingine. Ninapendelea sana the space, the environment is quiet. This community itakuwa gated community na tuko na security nzuri. Those are some of the things ambao nimependelea kwa hii property.
My name is Angeline Kinyanjui. I'm a wife and a mother of 4. Currently, I'm attached at the North Coast Beach Hotel in the housekeeping department. But my home is in Nairobi. That's where my family stays. Definitely, every parent's dream is to own a home, a place where her children can call home. And as a family, we've been having that dream of owning a home. And on inquiring around, I happened to talk to my friend Agatha. She told me of her journey, that she has acquired a home with the Kenya project. And she was telling me to check it out, their project in Nairobi, Roiro. Having had a friend who's already owned a home with these people, and she's telling me she's comfortable, then I thought that then this is a real deal, because it is somebody I know, somebody I can identify with, who has benefited from the project. At the same time, I liked their pricing. Like if you have 1.5 million shillings, you can own a home, a 2-bedroom home. And of course there are other offers. You can I learned that you can even agree with them, you can make an arrangement with them to have a house built on the way you want it, but of course with some added costs. So that one I felt was really addressing my needs. And the flexible payment, that you can do a down payment of half the amount of the money of the house you want, and of course later on in a year's time. And I've also learned that these people are flexible. It all depends on how you talk with them, how you agree with them. If you keep in constant communication with them, they can always agree and see the payment from your point of view. So that is what has really interested me. It's really a tough time during end months, when you know definitely before you make your budget, the first thing you do is deal with your rent. And when you look at that rent money, the way we've been looking at it with my family, this is money given out to somebody else, and this money doesn't come back to you. It is gone, it is gone, for just 4 weeks of living in somebody's house. Suppose you use that money towards owning your own home, as in this money, though you give it out to the people who are selling you the land, this money is generally yours, because at the end of it all, you'll own that house. And at that time, when you complete your payment, the house belongs to you.
So many people had viewed the issue of owning their own homes as being very complex and only for the upper class income earners. But from what we have seen today, it is very possible to own your own home with just the right plan. That is where we wind up our show today. Do join us next Wednesday for more. Stay tuned.